Here you will find an introduction to the HERON interface. When you log in, you'll be redirected to the screen. You'll notice at the top it provides information on the release and the data in that release. We release new sets of data every month, so you'll see this change frequently. At the top, you'll also see who you are, as well as a few links. The Find Patients will return this query tool, whereas the analysis tools will return some plugins that you can use to analyze your data once you complete a search. The help link will provide some general help on using the I2B2 tool, which HERON is built upon. The gripe link will bring up a form to submit any type of feedback, a gripe, praise, and we welcome anything, whether it's a question, comment, concern. Feel free to send it at any time. In the upper left corner, you'll notice this window to navigate terms. This is where you will find the terms you will use in your search. You can navigate by browsing through a hierarchy of terms. You can also search for a term by name or by code. Coding systems include items such as ICD-9 codes or LOINC codes. There's quite a few coding systems in there to choose from. Directly below that is your workplace, and here you will find a personalized folder where you can store searches of interest and a shared folder. And in the shared folder, you can share some of your searches with colleagues or with the HERON team if you're interested in getting data through a data use request. Directly below this window is the previous queries window, and this will display a list of your queries that you've conducted. The number of queries listed here is finite, so once you reach that number, older queries will start dropping off. So that makes it very important to save any searches that you're interested in using again in your personal workplace. This could be a query that you want to rerun, or a query you'd like to build upon, or a query you'd like to use to get data in the future. Next to each of these windows, or quite right above the windows, you'll see some icons. The shooting squares resizes the area. This comes in very handy when you're trying to navigate terms through the navigation tree, as it will grow rather large rather quickly. The little check mark will allow you to optimize that area, optimize the options within that area, and it changes depending on which window you're looking at. And the one with the brackets returns the XML code for that window, and that's really not of use to many people who use the system. And on the right side, you'll notice the query tool. The query name will display once the query is executed. Directly below that is a temporal constraint. This allows you to treat all groups independently, or you can select groups to occur in the same financial encounter. Majority of the searches that are conducted in HERON just treat all groups independently, but it is nice to have that option. Directly below that are the groups, to where you can pull your search terms just by dragging and dropping into each group. You can add multiple items within a group. When you do that, those items are ORed. For instance, if you're looking for patients who have had a specific medication or a specific lab test conducted, you would pull those medications and lab tests into the same group. If you are interested in somebody who has had both done and would like a medication and a lab test for each patient, you will pull those into separate groups. So items within the same group are ORed. Items across multiple groups are ANDed. Also within each group, you have the option to limit the dates to a specific date range. Be forewarned, if you limit in one group, it does not automatically apply to all groups. You will have to add it to each group that you're interested in limiting the date for. And this is done for the specific reason that it allows you the flexibility to really focus your search. So you could have one group within a specific date limit and one group not. So if you're looking for somebody who's been in the hospital for the previous year for a procedure, but has had a diagnosis anytime within their electronic medical record, you could create those dates in a different way. The occurs link allows you to select how many times an item has occurred, and the exclude allows you to exclude a group. For instance, if you're looking for patients who are alive who meet a certain search criteria, you could exclude those patients which are deceased. Directly below that is the Run Query button. This is how you execute your query. The clear button will completely erase your query tool so you can start over. The print query will list out the query search terms that you've searched upon. If you fill up 3 groups and you'd like more, you can go ahead and add a new group by clicking on this link right here, and the corresponding arrows will allow you to navigate back and forth between the groups. Directly below that window is the query status, and this is where you will see the title of your search as well as the amount of time it takes to conduct the search, as well as the number of patients returned. If you have any questions, as I said, please feel free to contact us anytime. You can contact us through the Gripe link. Thank you very much for your time.